Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farah Zuleka binti Muhammad Zain and my metric number is 205918. So today I'm going to present my poster for Do It Yourself Mini Gardening Project. This is for the subject PRT2009 and I am from group 17. So for my DIY mini gardening project, I have decided to plant water spinach or kangkong. So first of all, water spinach or kangkong is a long leafy green vegetable with hollow stems that grows in water or damp soil. Okay, moving on to day one. The first picture is the picture of the water spinach seeds. So I have decided to plant my water spinach using hydroponic gardening. So I put a few of the water spinach seeds in a small sponge that I stuffed in a mini container before putting it on a bigger container that contains water to touch the mini containers below surface, allowing the sponge to be wet at all times. So the second picture is the picture of the mini container and the white one is the sponge. And inside the sponge, I put the seeds. Okay, next, day 5. On day 5, I noticed that the water spinach started to sprout and this is the biggest one, which is 9 centimeters long. On day 13, I replaced the water and I put new water and add the AB fertilizer in the bottom container. The AB fertilizer is the fertilizer for hydroponic gardening. I noticed that the water spinach started to grow rapidly after that. And on the day 13, the length of the water spinach reached 20 centimeters long. And lastly, on the day of 23rd, the water spinach grew quickly when the water is combined with the AB fertilizer. So on that day, the length of the plant was already 43 centimeters and it was ready to be harvested. So the learning outcome. From this DIY mini gardening project, I learned how to grow water spinach or kangkong at home. Besides that, I also explore a new gardening method, which is the hydroponic gardening. I have never done this method before. Okay, and next is I understand the growing process of a plant and how to manage them. And lastly is I learned how the environment actually influences the plant's growth and I discover ways to modify it according to the environment. Lastly is the challenges or problems that I faced. First of all, I actually have a problem to always put the plant under the sunlight in the morning because I would have online classes in the morning, so it was kind of a bit hard for me to always put the plant under the sunlight. Sometimes I forget to do it. And next is the problem that I faced was the plant did not grow up straight and it grew up messily on the hydroponic container, which makes it difficult to be harvested. However, I managed to harvest it if I do it slowly. So this is all for my Do It Yourself mini gardening project. Thank you.